All right, we should be good to go now. All right, so welcome everybody. This is Cy Smith. We're going to go around and do introductions. Founder of the National Block Club University, and the purpose of what we're doing is so that we, as Black business owners, community stakeholders, can coordinate better together to ensure that our community is better off than it is now with the exploitation of every single ethnic group being in our communities, making money and then leaving. That's what we attempt with this Wednesday agenda to turn that around. So my zip code is 46402. That's downtown Gary. And before I leave this earth, I want to see Black people loving each other, supporting each other, doing business with each other while traveling back and forth between here and Africa as if it's not a big deal. So, Mike, you want to go next?
Yes, I'm Michael Perkins with the Tribal Wealth Business Growth Network, and I'm at a zip code 60422. And I work with small business owners and nonprofit organizations. And what we do, we assist non-for-profits with raising funds without any money coming out of their pockets or money coming out of their supporters or the business owners' pockets that support them. We also connect small business owners through our referral network so that we can refer more business to one another. And one of the things I want to see before I leave this earth is to see us making a greater impact on our young people and showing them how they can manifest businesses and create more assets and create multi-generational wealth.
Oh yeah. All right. Good, good. Eric, you want to go next?
Yes, sir, not a problem. Good evening, brothers and everyone. My name is Eric Cunningham. I am the
Hey,
owner
Eric,
of.
we could barely hear you.
Really? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's a
Let
little
me,
better. Yeah, it's time muffled
let me,
though.
yeah, let me turn my volume up just a tad bit. Can you hear me a
Yeah.
little bit better?
Yep, much better.
Okay, good. You know I'm not a muffled person speaking person. So let me speak up and start over a little bit better. How's it going, everyone? My name is Eric Cunningham. I am the owner of T-Map Transportation, which is a private-owned black limousine service that actually services Chicagoland and Indiana, the Indiana area, both for airport runs and taking children back and forth to school. And I'm also the owner of Eric's Entertainment, which specializes in almost anything entertainment from videography, photo booth, DJ service, etc. And one of the main things I would like to see happen before I leave this earth is everyone asking enough questions to see where the person that they're jealous of, how to get there. If I could see anything happen, I would love to see that take place.
Oh yeah, and it is going in and out. Just so you know, Eric. So that's cool. But we heard enough. All right. So, brother Cool Breeze, if you don't mind, your name, zip code, and tell us the business too, because you're new and what you want to see happen before you leave.
Um, my name is Eric. My zip code is 60429. Owner of two hair salons, as well as a mobile tobacco business. Um, I'm not. My wife told me to hop on this call, so to be honest with you, I can't give you a synopsis on what I'm looking because I really don't even know what's going on yet, and
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know you record, but I'm just being honest. So
Nope. Nah. Hey, I'm glad she was able to get you on, man, on short notice. I just met her today on the phone call, so that's beautiful. I appreciate you. Eric, you want to go next? Eric knows we doing your name, zip code, and what you want to see happen before you leave the earth. Then we go get started.
Sure. I'm Eric Knowles, founder of Christian Association of Businesses, Education and Development. We have a few stores on State Street, men's clothing store, GQ Gentleman. We've been in the t-shirt business about 35 years. We've been in multiple Walgreens, silk screening, embroidery. We do school uniforms, things of that nature. We have a project now on State Street that we're bringing some of the Black farmers' produce on State Street. And we do a once a month Circulate the Black Dollar brunch. Before I leave here, I'd like to see especially Black men leave an inheritance to their children's children.
Oh yeah. Spoken well. Excellent. All right. Cool, Brent. So the National Block Club University is an anti-violence non-for-profit. And our whole philosophy is block by block. And we mirror the post office and the Census Bureau where we go to the people where they are. And I think that is important when we're dealing with you guys as business owners, because on the block are your customers. And so with us being focused on that, it allows you to be freed up from that. So we got Black Chicago covered. It's 20 zip codes. We got leaders in all 20 zip codes. And just recently, last year, we started working in the 33 South suburban towns. So we counted 33 towns. And so in each one of those towns, we put them into the umbrella we have so that we can build those relationships. And Mike Perkins accepted this challenge of helping us lead the first Wednesday group of Black businesses, and primarily in the South suburbs. So that's what this call is about. There should be 3 different types of people on this call here. The first group would be the people from Chicago's Woodlawn neighborhood. And right now, I don't see any of them on. The second group that should be on are the business people that you see here under Mike's picture here. And we do have you guys on, so I appreciate that. Then the third group is our, we call it the professions of today, which is our DJs and our graphic designers, because they're on duty today. And so what we hope to accomplish on this Zoom, and we never go over an hour, is just the introductions. And so you guys can know each other, because the ultimate goal is that we can have a coalition. And that coalition, if it matches with the way we're talking to the people on the block, they will be more supportive financially, and they'll let their family and friends know too that we got this coalition, and we need to make sure our Black dollars are staying inside the coalition as much as possible. So that's kind of what this is. I want to walk through. I got a few slides to show you guys. Crystal did join us. So Crystal just came back from Ghana. Crystal, we doing introductions, your name, zip code, what you want to see happen before you leave this earth.
Hello, my name is Crystal Dyer, and zip code 60651. Unity.
That's I think that's the sentiment on a lot of us. So yeah. All right. So if you look at the slide that's before you right now, this is the first Wednesday. That's what today is. And so that you see Mike Perkins' picture up there, his phone number, and then you see next to it BW1. So that's just the first Wednesday. The B is for the color blue. That's not as important right now, but that first Wednesday. So there is a BW2 meeting next week, and that's for a different set of businesses. Then there's a BW3 for the third Wednesday. That's a different set. So the reason we asked you guys to be on is because it matches with these businesses right here under Mike's picture. Anyone that's in apparel, anyone that's a beautician, cosmetologist, anyone that's a chef, a disc jockey, anyone in any forms of entertainment, anyone that owns a restaurant, any tailors or seamstress, and then any travel agents. So you just heard Crystal, she's a travel agent. You heard Eric, he's in entertainment. Cool Breeze, your wife, beautician. The hairstyle, the barbers is the third Wednesday. So hopefully you'll see where we're going with this. And then on the third Wednesday, you can jump on with that group of people. And then apparel is our brother Eric that's on right now. So this matches what we want to see happen on the first Wednesdays of each month. And just so you guys know, I'm going to pull that up in a minute. Each one of these industries have specific people on the block that we're talking to about financially supporting you guys no matter what, whether they actually get your product or service or not. And it's because of this coalition. So just know, like a good example is restaurants. So all third grade parents, we're really leaning on them to financially support you guys, do all they can to tell all their family and friends to support you. And in the upcoming slide, you'll see why. But just know that every one of these industries here is tied to specific parents, block by block, that we want to encourage to support. Then on the right side, you see those suburban towns. Alsop, we are expecting Reverend Jones. He's in Alsop. He's running a forklift and CDL training program. We expecting Danielle to get on in Alsop. We don't have anyone from Burnham getting on. Crestwood. Now, Brother Cool Breeze, are you guys Crestwood? I don't have it in front of me. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that's Cool Breeze and them is Crestwood. We don't have anyone from Dixmoor getting on. Hazel Crest. I think we have someone getting on from Hazel Crest. Homewood. Um, Thornton. I did meet a sister named Hannah. She runs a hair braiding site in Thornton. She's on her way back to the continent. So
I'm
hopefully we get
sorry.
her next.
We're in Hazelcrest. Sorry about that.
Oh, so you guys are the Hazel. So we don't have no one in Crestwood. So Hazel Crest represented here. And then Hannah is in Thornton. And then University Park, we don't have anyone that's going to be on. Now, it's 33 suburban towns, y'all. This is just 8 or 9 right here. So just know every other Wednesday, it's a different group of those 33 towns. And just so you know, the purpose of this is so that we can know the business people inside each of these towns, and then we can marry that with the residents block by block, because that's who we are, block by block. So if I can pause there now, what do you guys think about this slide here before I move off this slide?
All right.
Any question at all?
No, I don't have any questions. As it pertains to the information that you just gave, it makes more sense now than just to see the job titles and the townships. I sort of understand it a little bit better now. So it's good information.
Is that Eric speaking?
Yes, sir. That's me. Man, you really
Okay.
can't hear me, huh? You don't. I
Yeah,
think I'm gonna
yeah,
just take. I think I'm gonna just take these Bluetooths off because they got me sounding like I'm a Mickey Mouse person. So let me get them out of my ear. My apologies, everyone.
Awesome, awesome. And Eric, you're on the west side, and Crystal is on the west side. So before we get off the call, I want to make super certain that y'all know each other, can vibe together, being on the west side. Cool beans.
What's side?
All
What's
right.
side?
So if no other questions on this, I'm gonna take this slide down here, and we go to the next one. So now what I want to show you guys is how we are able to convince the parents to financially support you, no matter what, because it's going to make sense when you see this. All right, so now take a second for it to come up. So this here is our education focus. So we literally have every grade covered from kindergarten through 12th grade, every grade. So on any block, we know we can recruit and find out information that allow us to hopefully get them to support Black businesses. So if you look at, and I take someone who's on here now, travel agents, because Crystal is on here. If you guys look at 8th graders, you see 8th graders there on the right side.
Yeah.
So Crystal is on here. She's a travel agent. And so that means what we're saying to 8th grade parents on all the blocks, we need to be supporting Crystal. We need to financially make sure that she's good because she's helping us with the 8th graders.
Huh.
Can y'all see that? Like the barbers also have 8th graders. So there's about, as you can see here, 5 or 6 different industries linked to every single grade so that we have a reason to, on any block, recruit both the professionals and the students. So this is our link between the students on the block and the people who are ultimately your customers anyway. What do y'all think about this?
I think it's a pretty good idea. Let me look at it a little bit more. Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is great.
Y'all know how big this is. Imagine just going to eat at a restaurant, and y'all know they look at 3rd grade test scores to build the prisons, right?
Right.
So when we go and eat, you're putting money right back into 3rd graders all over in the zip codes. Like that's how powerful, as we get this out there, people can see the formation. And once we get on the schedule, now 3rd grade is going to have extra support because of just you eating at the restaurants that's linked in.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So
Good.
that's some game changing stuff, you guys. So, and then it's keeping Black people supporting our own. So it's a win-win the way we see that. All right. If no questions on that, I'm gonna go to the next one here. All right, this next slide would kind of make more sense why you saw 2 of those different ones. It's called the 7 Daily Living Habits. So I'm gonna show you that so it can make sense to you. So on every block, you guys, we're preaching this formation and schedule that will allow us as Black people to not require any leadership. It's about just you personally adopting these habits here. So the Sunday being Family Day, do the family have a will, a trust? That's the Sunday. Let's discuss that. Monday, Safety Day, your smoke alarm working. Tuesday, Education Day. Who needs help tutoring, building their vocabulary? Wednesday, that's what today is. It's all about money.
Mhm.
It's the boycott day. We do not spend money with people that don't look like us on Wednesday, all over. So all the blocks are being asked to boycott and only keep money with our people on Wednesday, minimum. We want them to spend money with you all the time, but Wednesday, don't give the other people the money. Thursday, tomorrow is Health Day, being healthier, exercising, jumping jacks, encouraging others to do it. My wife used this against me. She said on Thursday, remember, it's Health Day, so you got to go walking with me. So I have to oblige. You got to go to the doctor, but after you go to the doctor forever, Thursday, make that appointment. So that habit helps with that. Friday, loving on our senior citizens. Every Friday, the seniors are meeting and discussing all over the nation. Mississippi, Cartersville, Georgia is on there, and they're discussing. That's our stable group, the seniors. So they're discussing politics, the economy, racism, and then Saturday being the Young People Day. So what the form I showed you guys was Tuesday. You saw the K through 12th grade and what businesses they're linked to. That was the Tuesday agenda, education. And then the Wednesday one was the first group showing you guys in apparel, beauticians, chefs, and all that. So any thoughts or questions on these 7 habits that keep repeating each week?
I know. I have one. This is Eric. As far as the information, can this information be emailed to us? Because my schedule is a little hectic, so I want to make sure that I'm on top of everything.
The beauty, Eric, this is on YouTube now, so that's even better. So you'll be
Oh
able
yeah,
to play it back while you're driving and all that.
gotcha.
So,
Okay.
but I
Okay.
will email it to everyone. As we speak right now, I'm typing up the phone tree, and before we get off, I'm gonna ask everybody's permission so I can send this out to everybody. You'll have each other's phone number too, because we are not gatekeepers. We want you guys to be talking all month long, doing business with each other, interacting, and all of that, and
Good.
not
Good.
waiting for this once a month meeting here. All right, so let's go to this one here.
I'm
This one
sorry.
here.
Can I interrupt?
Yes. Go ahead.
I just didn't. I'm driving right now.
Is that Eric speaking?
If you see me drop out, it's not because I'm not interested. I just wanted to put that out there. I just uh, so you can still email, whatever information you have. It's just I know my signal's going to be dropping in a minute, so I didn't want you to think we wasn't interested.
No, I appreciate that, and at least now you can go back and let your wife know that this is a real group. We're not just talking. Like, you got West Side on here, South Suburbs. I'm in Gary, Indiana, so this is about us coming together to really keep those dollars staying with us. All right, so let me show you guys this one here. This is a Wednesday document because Wednesday is Economic Day, Financial Day, Black Boycott Day. So it's 4 Wednesdays each month. So the way we hold our people accountable on the block is by asking them to name 4 Black businesses that they personally spent money with. So you got to be able to name your 4 at the end of each month. My wife got to name her own 4. She don't get to use my 4s. So it's about each person being accountable to making sure that some dollars are going to risk takers. Like, that's prerequisite. No matter what, we're saying Chinatown, Greektown, Little Italy, they can name 20. We saying just name 4. And if we can't name 4, that's a huge problem because we went a whole 30 days and didn't put money in risk takers, you guys' pockets. So what this does, this document, if you can't name 4, we're saying at least send $5 to 4 Black businesses. So you're essentially paying a penalty of $20 a month if you don't buy Black. And I know that sounds harsh, but that's the nice way of me saying it. But to not be able to name 4 is really a problem, you guys, because again, everyone is in our neighborhood making money. If we can't put no money into Black risk takers, shame on us. So that's why we gave them every month 4 businesses that they can personally send the money to so that they can name them as they 4 at their local meeting in their zip code. So if you look on the left there, you see the whole year, January to December. We got the whole year covered, y'all. So they can't say, I didn't know. You got it right here. You got it for the whole year. And if you look at the top, it says BW1 group. That's who's on the phone now, on the Zoom now, you guys. BW2 is next Wednesday, that group in red. The third Wednesday is the blue, and then the last Wednesday is over there in orange. So this allows us to have 48 different industries. And the people cash apps you see there, they say aside, go ahead, make it public. I can do that. And so literally right now that you guys have this, you can be empowered to name your 4 and send money immediately to any and all, just so that you can name your 4. What do y'all think about this document?
Oh yeah, this is powerful. Definitely powerful.
Yeah, I like this. That's nice.
Don't
Yeah.
this take away excuses, y'all?
Yeah, it makes everyone accountable, man. I like that.
Okay.
So Bud
Yes,
Billiken Day parade, we should be able to walk in the parade, million black people, and they should be able to name their folk like that. We hand these out. Hey, come on,
Mm-hmm.
let's go. No excuse, y'all. Now I will say this: the names that you see, the cash apps you see here, this is based on your zip code. So this changes. So like Cool Breeze out there in Hazelcrest, it'll be all your Hazelcrest businesses. Eric out in East Garfield Park, it'll be all your East Garfield Park businesses. This
Yeah.
is the one right now for all over that we have, but we want to have this for every zip code. So that way the money is staying in the zip code and relationships are being cultivated in every zip code.
Okay.
So this is the Wednesday document here. All right, so that's the last one that I wanted to do in the presentation. So unless you guys have any questions, I'm gonna show you something we're doing with Bill Cartwright, former Bulls player. But any questions on this part? Because we're pretty much done with the presentation part.
No, not for me. I'm good so far.
Yeah, I'm good, son. I'm just tapping in. This is Billy.
Oh man, Billy, good. That's restaurant, y'all. So there we go. Restaurant right there, West Side. So we got
What's
Eric,
up?
Billy, and Crystal, West Side. Good. So let me show you guys this. Bill Cartwright, you guys know he helped bring those championships to Chicago back in the day, 7-foot center. We was able to get a relationship with him, and he came and he wrote a book. And so he came to Omar Sharif's site right across from Chicago State, and he's selling his book. And we told him $20 books. We said, nah, we want the relationship. Bring 100 books. We gonna help you sell those 100 books, and we tell you what we want at the end. So we was able to, when he came, we sold 40 books on site, and so we had 60 books left. 60 books left. What I hope to get out of this is really, I want us to pass the training test. Can we? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can.
They saying my phone might go out. I got it plugged in. I don't know why to do that. But what we hope to get out of this with Bill Cartwright is his relationships with other NBA players to know this concept. So Bill Cartwright, he lives in California. Imagine Bill Cartwright telling everyone Wednesday is economic day, telling all the stars to name they 4. So everything you guys heard, just imagine someone on his level talking to his people and what that does to black businesses all over. So here's what it looks like here, you guys. So this is our network right here. This is our infrastructure, and this is for everyone on this call too. So remember, we gonna make sure you get money from the $5 campaign, and imagine 1,000 people sending you $5. That's how I want you guys to look at it. This ain't no just $5. No, we talking about 1,000 people in the zip code sending $5. So it's free money. But you know, we got the grade assigned to you, so that's how we hope you'll put something back over there with the grade linked to your profession. So I want to walk through this structure so y'all can see it. On the top left in yellow are the West Side neighborhoods. So you got California and Harrison, 16th and Holman there, Madison and Holman. You got North Avenue and Laverne, Madison and Laverne, and you got Chicago Avenue and Pulaski. In red, you see the names of the neighborhood. We go by zip code, so don't pay that as much attention. Just know that's in the vicinity, but we go by zip codes to be exact. And then it shows you what's on that corner. On the northwest part of that corner on California Harrison is a school. There's a corner store on the southwest part of that corner. There's some projects on the northeast part of that corner, and there's a restaurant on the southeast. So that's how you read this. So all 20 of these corners in Black Chicago, we know what's on every single corner, section of that corner. And the purpose of that is so our people on the block can go to those corners and do a rally, a protest, whatever it is, message-wise. So that's the reason for having these corners selected. That's our, like in the military, we call it, that's our rally point. You know, that's where we go rally at right there. And it's for all 20 Black neighborhoods. Let me pause there and get y'all thoughts on that structure more than Bill Cartwright right now, just the structure. What do y'all think?
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
I think it helps to help you identify in the communities Black businesses and their locations. So it's like our own directory.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes. Yes. And remember, there's leaders already in place all over here. So we just got to massage the owners to the residents and get that going. All right. So now we put Bill Cartwright picture in there, but we can put anything. If you're doing something that's citywide, it can go in there. So this is just an example on how we're going to be able to move these 60 books. And so every one of our neighborhoods, we want the Black business to host these 3 books. And if they're physically hosting these 3 books, now what we're able to do is to have the leader of that zip code ask the 3 people to go to that business and buy those 3 books. So think about it this way. We need to create a citywide network where we can put product that's citywide there and then be able to move it, sell it, and then make sure everyone is benefiting from it. And that's what this is. This is a test for us to be able to do that. And this is a perfect example of what it looks like. This is the people that's going to buy the book, we hope. I haven't talked to everyone there, but you see each one of them names there. And I left one for whoever the owner is so they can get it. So that's how we're going to move 60 books ASAP. What do y'all think about that?
Oh yeah. Nice.
We can do this, y'all. Like we can,
Yes.
and think about what this does for the future.
Mm-hmm.
This means at least 20 of our Black businesses with physical places. So Crystal Dyer is on there because she got a physical place.
Mm-hmm.
Billy is on there, he got a physical place. So the physical places is so that we can literally have our own mail courier that all they doing is driving around to our 20 Black businesses all week long. Dropping off, picking up, dropping off, picking up. Think about what this means that we can do it right now. Like this is whenever we agree, we launch this. What do y'all think?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You know how good that sounds, Si. You know already. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah, our own built-in network.
Yeah,
Yes.
Customer base
exactly
and
what I was
everything.
just thinking.
That's it. It's time, y'all. It's time. So let's close out with money. Let's talk about money. So I already talked about the $5 piece. So our philosophy with National Block Club University has been for all 30 years, $1 a month. That's $12 for the year. We kept it like that on purpose through all the recessions and all that, because what it really is, it's an excuse to stay engaged, to stay attached to your hip. It's an excuse for us to literally put people to work being account managers over $1. So I'm giving your son 50 accounts. Now he getting 200 accounts. That's $200. You go talk to 200 people. You go talk to 50 people. And this is how in every zip code we're going to be able to build up, because it's something that's non-threatening. The $1 is non-threatening. You ain't swindling too much out of it. You know, make sure our people know, don't give more than that. Give just $1. So they don't say, well, Si said give $5 this month. No,
Right.
no, that's going to the business. It's $1 only. So it's the excuse to organize and stay connected. Now, think about this. You're doing $1 to us as National Block Club University, but you're doing $20 to Black businesses each month or more. So that means you're talking $20,000. If 1,000 people are doing this, $20,000 going to Black businesses who agreed that some of it's going to go to K through 12 graders, which is going to motivate the residents to do more so that they can see the cycle continue. And no one's being burnt out because it's really 4 quarters that's coming away from them. So that's the presentation there, you guys. Now we can open it up for you guys to share what you're doing and what you got coming up. Is everyone okay sharing your phone number to everyone in the network? I'm typing it up now, and whoever don't want it, I'll scratch yours out.
Yeah, I'm fine. You can definitely share my information. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I'm good.
No problem.
Yeah, well, anyone opposed? That's what I should have said. Anyone against it? So, okay, all right, good, cool beans. All right, so Eric, you want to go? I mean, Mike Perkins, you want to go first? What's coming up? What you have going on that the team should know about?
Well, every week I do the entrepreneur forum, and I'm really excited. I had a young man that came onto the forum this morning. He has a youth organization. He's in the sports community, so he just had a tournament, and he had 2,000 young people participate in the tournament. He's a not-for-profit, and so we're going to get behind his not-for-profit because I'm working with an organization right now that's willing to help nonprofit organization bring in more money without any money coming out of the non-for-profit pockets or their members' pockets. And they do this by working with businesses that accept credit card processing. And so what's going to happen is a portion of that credit card processing fee, working with that business owner, will be donated to the non-for-profit of their choice. And so we're really looking heavily to work with the non-for-profits in different communities so that they can get their money. So if you're a barber, beautician, a construction company, whatever kind of company you have, if you accept credit cards, if you agree, we can work with the bank that we're working with is putting a portion of that money back into the community. So that's what we're about. Because not right now, that money that goes to the banks is just staying with the banks. But we now have negotiated to have that money to recirculate inside our local community. So I think that's awesome. And we talk about that every Wednesday at 9 a.m.
And Crystal just came back from Ghana, you guys, and she take our teenagers and people to Africa. Her travel agency is a brick and mortar. So I want Crystal to speak too, but I want to say this, you guys. I went to Africa in '94 with the military. Life-changing trip. Like never been the same since then. You can't take away from me what I saw, in Africa. So I think that's crucial to get back to the motherland and make sure all our zip codes can and the children can travel there. So, Crystal, you want to come off of mute and tell us what you got going on?
Yeah, so I'm Crystal Dyer. I'm over on the 4952 West Chicago Avenue. And so I've been in the travel industry 26 years. And then I founded my nonprofit 10 years ago. It's an anti-violence organization, and I take youth on career tours so they can learn about different skill sets and options that are available to them, not only here in Chicago but worldwide. And I just returned from Ghana, West Africa, with 7 youth. I raised money for those youth to go, and the children don't have to pay anything, all the way down to food. And so that has been on my heart. My grandson was a victim of gun violence, and I got the message from above that I needed to help all the kids, same way I helped my 3 sons become adults and prosperous men. So that's my mission, and I'm on it every day. And I also book travel worldwide for individuals and groups. And then I donate a portion of my proceeds from the travel company, to help support the nonprofits along with donations and career programs. So right now, I even have a small grant where I'm paying the kids $75 a week just to learn. And so age 11 to 21, they basically learning how, computer skills, drones, and actually over the summer they're learning chess, anti-stress techniques, basketball. So different, you know, career sets, and also to be community tour guides. So they're actually, have a course to, help them to see there's a lot of money in these hills, being in tourism, whether you do it as a side gig while you do everything else and go to college, you can pay your way through college with the tips. Okay. So anyway, they
You talk about Ghana Fest. You got Ghana Fest and another trip to Africa coming up this year, right?
yes, exactly. I have a festival the 13th of September. This is the fifth year. It's called the Gone Again Festival, and it's a mix of music and entertainers worldwide. It's at Austin Town Hall Park over on Lake and Central. Starting at 11 a.m. To 7 p.m. And then my next trip to Ghana is October the 18th. And then I have, several other customized trips. And then I also do, customized trips for any group or organization.
But yeah, that's the business side. No, I just wanted to make sure everyone knew. And we got superstar Frances on here too, who's on Chicago Avenue with you, but she on the other side.
Okay.
So thank you. And I want to make sure you guys know each other too. Frances, you mind coming off of mute and just introducing yourself and letting them know what business you have too? It's recorded, so you'll be able to catch up and hear everyone else's.
Hello. I'm sorry I'm a little late getting on the call, but hi, Francis Simmons Ellis, Chicago's very own. Do a couple things, have a non-for-profit and also a training facility, the Young and Ready Project, which help young people to truly find their way in life through training, through the beauty and the construction industry. I do a couple things on a higher level with the beauty industry. I'm also the president of Illinois Beauty and Barber Coalition, but doing a lot of things for probably 37 years plus, just really being an entrepreneur and believing what God has done, and the purpose is to help individuals to find their true purpose. So I'm everything to everybody.
What can you give us the is it Aprecia? What is the hair loss piece? Because that's what I remember that stood out about
But
what you was doing.
attraction, one of the things
What is
is
it?
one
What
of the
is it?
things is my campaign, Traction Alopecia, the
Alopecia.
Traction Alopecia. And that's man-made, so to speak. It's through hairstyling that we are experiencing traction alopecia. And it's just going crazy in our communities. It's an epidemic. And I have a campaign going now, I Care, Hair Matters. And that's one of the things that I'm really fighting for, just for people to truly understand what's happening with us as Black people, how we're losing our identity through hairstyling. And that's from the celebrities all the way to the kids in the playground, not understanding everybody have to walk out the house with a wig, or some kind of contraction on their head to feel beautiful. So I'm really fighting for that, the I Care Hair Matters campaign. So that's really important.
Nah, I appreciate that. I got the green light to publish each other's phone number. You okay with that?
Sure.
All right. All right, we got Pastor Jones on here. Pastor Jones, if you don't mind, come off of mute, introduce yourself and let us know what you got going on. You still muted though. Now you both muted and we can't see you. One more time. Let me ask you to unmute next. All right, Pastor Jones, if hit the little microphone with the red X across it, just hit that one time. Okay, he's not getting it. Let me ask you. I'm asking you to unmute now. So look at the little prompt. I'm asking you to unmute. All right, we'll wait for Pastor Eric. Eric, tell us what's going on, Eric, if you don't mind. We'll wait for Pastor Jones to get the unmute going.
Well, can you guys hear me pretty good?
We hear
Uh-oh,
you.
who is that speaking?
This is Eric.
This is Eric.
Oh, go ahead, Eric.
Look, I forget we have so many Erics on this call. I apologize. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Following up the last two young ladies that I heard, I almost feel like I'm not doing enough. So I definitely want to connect with everyone that has brick and mortars, because by me being a multi-op entertainment service and a transportation service, majority of what I do is normally for the schools or for the parents that's involved. But I definitely want to make sure I have everyone's numbers so I can network up and down Chicago Avenue, because I have relationships with Orr High School, and we try to do what we can do to keep that neighborhood up and going. But I can only reach so far with the services that I provide. So if I can be a part of another umbrella and potentially bring more, entrepreneurs like myself around with like minds and a like way of thinking, I would definitely want to combine with the especially young ladies that's down Chicago Avenue, because if you ride down Chicago Avenue enough, you'll run right out of gun violence, right into upper echelon neighborhoods, all in one strip. So I definitely want to be able to, I definitely want to be able to connect with everyone to see
Yes,
how we
sir.
can combine and sort of help each other out a little bit more. So I'm definitely feeling this phone call, Mr. Si. Like you got me, and you see in 5 seconds I was right on the call. So I'm definitely all in. I just want to see what more that I can do as a company or as a multiple business owner and as a black man to try to help everyone out the best way I can, because we all have our own resources, but I think sometimes people have their resources, they keep them to themselves. I'm definitely not one of those people. So I definitely want to reach out and look forward to speaking to everyone that decide to share their numbers with everyone.
Now, Eric C, and we got Eric B on here. So Eric C, that's good stuff. Make sure y'all connected.
Yeah, indeed. Okay.
And Eric B though is someone you guys should know, because this is a giant. Y'all heard how many years he been in the game. So Eric, if you can come off of mute, tell us what you got going on, what's coming up. Eric B.
Sure, Si. And, I apologize. My camera isn't working. I've had some issues with it, but the West Side Chicago Avenue, I'm from the South Side, but I found out that the West Side was the blessed side. And I have been doing a lot of business out west. We started our T-shirt business back in 1991 doing airbrushing on Chicago Avenue, right off of Central. We had a little storefront, and then we eventually went into screen printing. We've been in, at one time, 39 Walgreens with our T-shirts. We specialize in Christian gear. We do ethnic. We do sports. We do schools. I mean, we've done blazers for Austin High School and gym uniforms for schools on the west side. My son is taking the T-shirt business to the next level, where we do men's clothing. We have GQ Gentlemen at 7149 South State Street, where we do custom suits, weddings, proms. But my connection on the west side is still strong. I try to make the Good Neighbors meeting over at Jackie Reed's church, 5834 West Augusta, every Thursday morning. She has that organization. She was instrumental in opening up the Aspire Center right there
Okay.
at Madison and Central. I was at the grand opening with her on Juneteenth. Brother Malcolm Crawford, we still connected on Chicago Avenue with Sankofa. Matter of fact, Si, you were our speaker about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Reven brought you over there, and you spoke at Sankofa dealing
Okay.
with our Stop the Violence campaign. We have a Put Down the Guns campaign that we've been doing since 2016, where we give away these shirts. And the shirt is a young brother with a hoodie on, dropping two pistols, and every neighborhood in Chicago's on there. Our goal is to not only put down the guns, but pick up a hammer and a drill. We help get you into carpentry school with Chicagoland Prison Outreach. Put down the guns, pick up some spices and a skillet. We help you get into culinary school. Put the guns down, needle and thread. We get you into, sewing and alterations. With brother with Taboo over on 60th. So there's so many things we're plugged into, but our major focus right now Brother Mike Perkins was coming out to our Circulate the Black Dollar brunches. So we're doing them every month over at Ooh-Wee's, 83rd and Wabash. As you guys know, Brother Mark closed down last year. In July, we were the last event there. But he has since then opened up Ooh-Wee Live, 7601 South Cicero. Mark purchased the old, right there by Ford City, the Old Country Buffet.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's good to know. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So on the 27th, we were supposed to have our first Circulate the Black Dollar brunch. Unfortunately, he ran into a few issues with the city and some licensing. You know, when you open up and start moving, everybody comes out the woodwork. They want to get paid, or and I hope he just does it the right way, no under the table stuff. It's best to be legit, because I was an illegal businessman for years while I was on my college campus, and now I'm a legal businessman.
That's
I've
right.
been a
That's right.
chaplain. Yeah, I've been a chaplain for over 30 years with Cook County Jail, taught boot camp for 12 of those years. I teach a few classes every week, just about on entrepreneurship and biblical principles. But we're in the process of putting together a directory. When you say spend this money and boycott Target, most people don't know where to go and spend the money in the Black neighborhood. So we started a few weeks ago putting together, actually a couple of months, putting together a directory / magazine that we want to put out quarterly. And quarterly, we want to showcase certain businesses, organizations, the first few pages of the magazine, and then bring West Side and South Siders together. Back in the 80s, I ran nightclubs out west, Horizon West, and the Rose, and I was out west, South Side, Copper Box, Taste, Nimbus. I'm a marketing guy, down with E2s and Clicks and Mr. Ricky's. We made our money, but I'm on a different focus right now, is trying to build up communities where we create jobs, we develop training, and we establish more businesses in our community. Where our business is on State Street, we have 3 buildings. We have 5,000 square feet that we're trying to make into an incubator with a coffee shop, tea, and about 15 or 20 small businesses that we can help develop, grow them so that they have to grow out of the space and move into a brick and mortar. And we have a waiting list to help another Black business to come up. We're working with Black farmers to bring their produce. We had a meeting today at the Polsky Center in Hyde Park. We're bringing in smoothie and juice bars. We're bringing in, we're growing microgreens on the corner. We're doing containers in the parking lot with small businesses because of the location. 71st and State, right on the Dan Ryan. If anybody wants to talk about some space or talk about some other things, Mike came up with a good idea. We could even have a service over there where we could get your mail, get your boxes for you, something similar to like a little UPS store where you could have an address and your boxes and mail could be, shipped off right there. We got a conference room coming in, again, coffee and tea. We want to make it friendly and conducive to our people and to take over that block on State Street, not only bringing the Black farmers produce and the salad and juice bars, but also we have a Harold's that's interested in coming. We have a barbecue place that wants to come on the block. So help us take the whole block over. Let's buy the liquor store, turn it into a health store, and let's do what we need to do to make our communities more valuable and more healthy.
Yes, sir.
I didn't mean to dump the
And
whole.
we on the path for that. So that's perfect.
Good.
All right. We got Billy on. Billy, you want to go next? Billy, you on mute right now, so you gotta come off and mute. Billy is on the health. He has the health restaurant, healthy eating, vegan, I believe. But can you come on?
How y'all doing?
All right, there you go.
I want to say I met Mr. Eric a few weeks ago. Mr. Eric B. I did attend one of his business events at the shop on 71st and State, and then we went over to the plant Me and my wife, who was over there just communicating and things like that. So I was definitely involved in that meeting. So I just want to put that out there among the circle. I'm better known as Elihu Israel. I'm a vegan chef. Um, I come out of the Soul Vegetarian on 75th in Indiana alumni. I've been a vegan over 30 years. And just so happened 4 years ago, I opened my own restaurant on the west side in the Austin area. We was located first, 5419 West North Avenue. We was North Avenue and Long Street. But now we reside 1206 North Central and Division. We networking with another restaurant, and we just helping to build Black business, make sure we could be sustained on the west side in the area, because there ain't too many Black businesses over there. So Vegan World Cafe is the name of it. So please tune in. I like to network with your brothers and sisters and see how can I fit in the loop, and we can get busy.
Now watch this. Pastor, thanks, Billy. I'm finna show some to you guys in the back. But Pastor Jones, you want to go before I show this last clip? Then we go get out of here in 6 minutes. Okay. So watch this, you guys. I want y'all to see how this works with the people on this call right here, with you guys on this call right here. If you look on the BW1 side, that's everyone on this call, and look at the month. This month, well, let's look at last month. Last month was May. Well, last month was June. Let's look at May, though. Y'all see May. Y'all see it was travel agent, right?
Right.
All right. Crystal Dye is on here right now. That's Billy up there under February with the restaurant. He's on here right now. So under this group, what we're saying is, as you guys as being owners, is different than what I'm saying to the people on the block. So for you guys, the $20, which is what the residents do, you just send it to each other. So this month in July, it goes to them, but in May, it would have went to Crystal. So imagine if the 6 of you guys in apparel and beautician inside of restaurants was sending Crystal that. Now she got what, $60 from the people on this call. That's really building relationships. When you release money, that you get a little closer when you do that. And so just imagine when these groups are doing that with each other, now you're really more invested with each other. And you know, we talking to the residents about going across the board horizontally, meaning they spending it with BW1 group, BW2 group, 3 and 4. We're saying in this group, if y'all are supporting each other based on the schedule, that's a different relationship. That's all.
Right.
I'm gonna make sure everyone has this. We're good to go, you guys. Pastor Jones, one more time before we get off. Are you able to come on? All right. Let me just tell y'all about him. You able to come on? No, it's still your
whenever you get that free time, come on at your boy.
Who is that?
That's my man.
So let me just describe Pastor Jones. Let me just describe Pastor Jones so you guys know. He's in Alsip, Illinois. He has a business in transport. So similar, Eric, I believe y'all got some synergy there. But he's teaching young men fresh out of jail, women, about getting a CDL license, getting all things dealing with transport. And so I definitely want to make sure we get him introduced to everybody. And he, I believe, is okay with everyone having his number. I'll make sure. So that way I send that out to all of you guys here as soon as we get off this call. So I want to thank y'all. Did anyone have anything?
This is Billy. I just want to say to the travel agent, I would definitely like to get her number, because Ghana is one of the spots I definitely want to go to. I have a community of people over there, and definitely the transportation brother, like everybody, but these certain individuals, I would like to network, because you know we could build a delivery service to do with this restaurant. You know, that's something else I want to do. You know what I mean? So it's like I can network and build with anybody and see how we can make it work.
You must have read
That's
my
the
mind,
purpose of
brother,
this.
because I was already
Hey, that's what we do. Hey, that's what we do, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's what we do.
Okay.
We
All right.
learn how to interlock, bro.
Indeed.
So next Wednesday, you guys can get on the Blue Wednesday call for the second. Just you won't be able to add as much input because it's all about them. But I just want to make sure that's an opportunity for y'all to be meeting more and more Black businesses. But we do have it siloed on purpose. So thank y'all for y'all time, and I get that out to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thank
All
you.
right, y'all.
I look
Stay
forward
safe, y'all.
to the meeting.